All right, folks. America is strong, it's prosperous, and it's safe here at Mr. Trump's second State of the Union. That's the subject of the riff. President Trump tonight likely to speak about his prosperous, safe, and strong America. During his first year, promises made, promises kept, the economy booming, the stock market breaking records, the borders closed, crime down, culture been moved back to traditional Judeo-Christian values. And globally, the president has judiciously exercised peace through strength. This is a fundamentally healthy America, and it's a prosperous America. Business is booming. That's why wages are rising faster than prices. That's why Mr. Trump has turned Joe Biden's affordability problem into a new affordability solution. And there's a lot more coming. A lot of prices actually falling now. Key prices like gasoline and eggs. Remember the egg problem a year ago? Joe Biden was killing off chickens, so egg prices soared. Donald Trump comes in office and was blamed. Huh? Why? In a few months, he started letting chickens multiply, even bringing some in from overseas. And guess what? Egg prices have now fallen 34% over the past year. That's right. Hat tip to ace financial journalist John Carney, and hat tip to my great friend, Agricultural Secretary Brookie Rollins. Anyway, other grocery prices and household essentials are also falling as the inflation rate moves down towards about 2% and wages rising well over 4%. Meanwhile, the business boom is generating record productivity because of our advanced world-high technologies, and that's driving the stock market sky high to the wealth-creating benefit of over 135 million Americans. And there's more coming from one big, beautiful bill, which itself was a bundle of 100 bills. Tax cuts, deregulation, drill, baby, drill, reciprocal free and fair trade. Once again, promises made, promises kept. Prosperity, and there's a lot more coming. Some numbers. This tax season, the average refund for middle-class households is likely to be about $3,750, up 18% from last year, and could even be higher. Plus, the one big beautiful bill has enormous tax cuts in it. Not just refunds, but tax cuts of roughly $220 billion, which comes to about $1,630 per family, which means between tax refunds and tax cuts, you could say American working folks will be getting a $5,380 after-tax pay increase. It's basically two cuts, double the fun. We're talking tax relief for tips and overtime and seniors, and small businesses with 100% immediate depreciation, and energy prices are coming down, permeating throughout the economy, and that's why I say this is a prosperous America. And no matter what judicial roadblocks to Mr. Trump's program, he continues to muscle through them on behalf of American greatness. His tariff policy will remain in place, using slightly different tools to level the playing field and promote new factory building here at home. Mr. Trump has combined international diplomacy with tariff and trade to not only maintain peace through strength, but to further the goal of international peace. In a sit-down with him 2 weeks ago, he acknowledged to me that he has to do more to get the word out for his accomplishments and his policies. Okay, so I expect a full-throated State of the Union speech tonight. That's right. Mr. Trump has much to say. He has much to be proud of. And an optimistic America will be looking forward to even more peace, even more prosperity, and even more greatness. And that's the rip. Okay.